Ready, master control?
Ready, switch on.
Look, Daddy!
Broadcasting from Dallas, Fort Worth on thebarlive.com.
Quit stalling!
When you think you're right, you're never right. Because this is the YNR Radio Show.
Hey, guys. This is thebarlive.com. You're watching the YNR Radio Show, and you are hanging out with the guys. I'm Joey. To my right is Austin, and over there at the end, that's Patrick.
Hi.
See, I did it my way. You like that? And, this is our Wednesday afternoon show.
Yes.
You guys excited?
Yeah.
You're never excited. Don't lie. We got Jimmy behind the board over here, fiddling with the mic.
What's up, guys?
And he's here.
I love how Jimmy, like after the intro, he's scrambling to hook up his mic.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about that right before we came on the air.
Yeah. So what are we doing this show, Joey?
I don't have the clipboard. I just wanted to do the announcement part. That's as far as I can go, really.
I like that the distinguishable difference was that you usually say hanging with the boys. You're more leaning towards the guys.
Yeah.
Is that like with the think over?
Oh, yeah. I actually had to correct myself in my head. It was that autocorrect in my brain. And then I refused to let them introduce themselves.
You're hanging out with middle-aged men. Yeah, whatever.
We're not middle-aged. It means we're going to die at like 50.
No,
That's brutal.
I'm only almost 30. I'm not even 30 yet.
Well, when you're 18, do you think you're going to make it this long?
No, I saw myself to 24. 24. And then I was going to die in a cool motorcycle accident. I never learned to drive a motorcycle. Damn it.
Probably would have died if you had.
Oh, guaranteed. Fatal last words. Hey, guys, look what I can do.
You guys want to talk about what we're going to do this show?
No. I'm saving that for you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and talk about it.
All right, Patrick, what are we doing this show?
Well, kicking it off like we always do. We're going to kick it off with the news. And then we do a little city spolls.
No, we don't do that anymore.
Okay,
we're
fine. We're not going to do that.
We don't do that anymore.
We do it.
Coming up in the second segment, we're bringing back Zombie Watch 2012.
Zombie Watch.
And we'll do a little stir in the pot and gross but true. In the third segment, it's nothing yet because I haven't filled it in. So we'll come up with something. Hopefully, we'll be able to do some Craigslist ads and some flagged as inappropriate. Hopefully. Yeah.
We'll find something to really fill in that hole in our schedule. You know.
Yeah, you want to make sure you fill that slot.
Yeah.
Something good.
Yeah, we'll make sure.
Meaty.
Yeah, we'll put something good
something
there.
Thick.
Yeah. In the fourth segment, we're going to do Insider's Input, Late Night Insight, and our plugs and shout-outs.
PNS. Woo.
Penis?
What'd you guys do this week?
I watched a new movie.
Yeah?
I'm going to talk about it later, though, so I can't
a
talk
little
about
Insider's Input?
Yeah.
Was it awesome?
It was so cool that I made up a new acronym.
Yeah?
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's the one you sent me, right?
Yeah.
What else did you do?
I was kind of thrown off by it, though.
TFC.
Yeah, TFC.
You like that?
Yeah.
So that was 2 hours out of the week.
Uh-huh.
What'd you do with the rest?
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much at all.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. That's as much as I can remember.
We've been busy this week.
We tried to go to the lake on Sunday, but Austin's boat wouldn't start.
Yeah. No, but no, hold on. It started in the morning when I took this dude out to go test drive it, and everything worked fine, and he's just an idiot and doesn't know anything about boats and thought it was leaking gas, and it wasn't. I was like, dude, that's not leaking gas. It's just
it's leaking gas.
Like fluids in the engine.
It's leaking gas very bad.
It's not leaking gas.
Sure it is.
So
Austin's he's got the back of the boat, the hood up, looking at the engine. It's leaking gas. He's got a cigarette in his mouth.
Captain Safety over here.
Yeah.
No.
Whatever.
No. Well, it just flooded.
Patrick was doing a lot to help at that point.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. He was sitting in the Jeep.
I had my foot on the brake.
I always feel ridiculous when people are working on their cars and I'm stuck there because I don't know anything about it, but I feel obligated to go stand under the hood and just stare blankly at the
Do you try to make references to stuff you think you know about?
Like, no, I just kind of like
you need a 3/4 size wrench on that one.
It's like the thing where you can fake your way through sports if you know a few players off each team. You know a couple of things about a couple of things. You can kind of fake your way through a conversation.
It's like one level up from just shouting defense.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Are you that guy?
I'm like check your modem. That's a computer.
Are you that guy?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely that guy.
Okay.
I can fake my way through any sports conversation.
Talk into the side of that mic, not the top.
Okay, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
Feel my voice resonating.
Making out with the mic.
In your earballs.
All right, I'm bored. Ready to go into news?
Yeah,
sure.
we've been waiting for news forever.
Lord, it's ridiculous.
It's gonna be a horrible show.
You're a horrible show.
Your mom was a horrible show.
Hey, don't talk about my mom.
All right, this week in the news. Last week we talked about Octomom, right?
Octomom.
She has a self-pleasuring video out on the internet.
Gross.
Yeah, that's old
with
news.
a bunch of child clothes laying around.
So weird.
So weird. Anyway, the title of this story is Octoman has a new man.
Octomom has a new man.
Has a new man.
Octomom has a new man.
Octoman would be cooler. Go ahead.
A
man with 8 dongs.
The Octomom, Nadia Soman, has got someone new in her life, and this time it's not a baby. But he's on the young side. The single mother of 14 has a boyfriend, and he's an amateur bodybuilder, Frankie G. Probably from Jersey Shore.
It sounds like it.
He's 23. So he's 13 years younger than she is.
So
13 years.
I don't know. At 23, I think you know better than to marry a
He's
woman
not
with
married.
14 children.
He's not marrying her.
No, they're just dating.
I don't know though.
The couple's been dating.
Octomom. That's the ultimate MILF, right?
I guess so. Just to knock that off.
Yeah,
like, put that notch on your belt or whatever.
Yes.
The couple's been dating for about 2 months after they get this. They met through church.
Really? AA meetings are in church.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen in church.
Yeah, that aren't church related.
Let's see. They said the age difference isn't an issue because she has a mind of an 18-year-old.
I'm sure she does.
How old is her oldest kid?
I'm not sure.
It's probably pushing 23. No, she didn't have kids when she was 13. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, they said they had good things to say about their new love. Obviously, she's had a lot of kids, but it's wonderful and she enjoys it. In the past, Octomom has been very open about the fact that she has been celibate for more than a decade.
Except for the porno. Oh, wait, no, she didn't do anyone in the porno film. Just
herself.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't count.
I don't know. Maybe
that counts as celibacy, I think.
She said she doesn't plan to date until her youngest kids are grown. She says, I get way too much male attention, but I won't date until the octuplets are 18. I live for them now, she says.
Is there going to be like a website with a countdown on it for the octuplets to turn 18? Yes, she's on the market again.
Yeah, well, I thought that was a funny story. That they met in church. I thought that was just... I just did a porno, but I met my new boyfriend in church.
Yeah.
Like I said, she didn't say she was like at a sermon or anything. She could have been there for, I don't know, Sex Addicts Anonymous.
Food bank.
Food bank, there you go.
Didn't she file bankruptcy a couple of years ago?
Yeah,
she did.
Well, and she's had offers to do porn. She never did it, and she finally did it. So I'm sure she has some money now.
That's a bailout.
I don't know. How much could that one porn pay?
I don't know. I don't think I would pay to see Octomom. No, I don't.
Only if it was 99 cents?
No, I had a hard time paying for NBA Jam. The NBA Jam app on my phone for 99 cents, and I really like playing that. I think I get pretty tired of watching Octomom finger herself for a while.
We should have a game of the week, an iPhone app of the week or something like that. I don't know. It's going to play it out.
You can work on it.
Yeah.
Work on it.
Never mind. It's boring.
Right, here's another story for you.
Change my
mind. Florida woman hides bottle of urine in her lady parts to pass drug test and fails miserably. Let's see if I can get this name right.
I love a picture of her. She's all like broke out and just looks like trash.
Oh, I read that article.
Her name is Michelle Sausenberger. A 20-year-old resident of Dade City was booked into a Newport Richey jail after failing a drug test and violating her probation. During an X-ray scan, jail personnel detected a bottle hidden inside Sausenberger's vagina and uncovered her plan to cheat on a drug test. According to WTSP, Sausenberg's plan was to cheat, failed. Wait, hold on. It says cheat entailed filling a small bottle of vodka with someone else's urine and sticking it inside herself. Shoving a bottle of someone else's urine in your knee, what's it say? Into your parts could be considered worth it only if the urine were actually clean. It turns out that the urine in the bottle came from someone else who also wasn't drug-free and still tested positive.
Double burn.
Someone get her pee that was dirty.
You guys ever fake the drug test?
What a bad friend.
So
no.
YNR Radio does not support those.
I was not asking about. Okay, whatever. If you don't want to get into it,
fine. Whatever. We support it.
Have you guys seen the new cover of Playboy with Jenny McCarthy?
I have.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
She's turning 40, right?
I don't know. But she still
That's what she was talking about. I saw her on TMZ. She was talking about turning 40 and wanted to prove she was still sexy before it all dropped.
And she is.
She really is
sexy. Well, here's a story about Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy accidentally sent a nude pic to a dentist. In New York, this is a couple days ago, former Playboy model Jenny McCarthy has revealed that she accidentally sent a naked shot of herself to her dentist. Does this really matter?
One
That's
of the
funny.
fringe benefits of being a dentist to the celebrities is you accidentally get nudie pics,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
But you could see her naked online, right? Like,
Well,
she's
that's
in
what I'm saying,
Playboy.
too. It's
Does it
like,
matter?
I didn't think it was that big a deal either. I was like, oh, so what? Who hasn't seen her naked?
So is that like client-patient
Is that like
confidentiality?
porn?
Like,
Is that like porn industry
It'd
etiquette?
be like bragging about seeing Pamela naked. It's like, I don't care.
Sorry, I sent you a
Always.
pic of myself naked.
yeah, like you're on the cover of Playboy, and it's like,
I don't know. She figures it's, I think I read that it was an old man or something. Like the guy was really old.
Yeah, the dentist is like 80 years old.
Well, she made his week or his month or whatever. But I'm sure once he found, I bet like as a dentist he knew she was his patient and Googled her immediately. And I bet one of the first like pages that came up was her naked or scantily clad. I'm sure it wasn't that big of a shock for him.
He was 80 years old. He could have had a heart attack.
Overseeing Jenny McCarthy naked.
he's 80 years old.
Not that she's not hot. It's just that.
It's not like he hasn't seen it before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Agreed. I'll allow it. Lawyered.
We passed Patrick's test.
Okay. Here's another story. We got a new world record on our hands here. Misho Urban breaks Guinness World Record for fastest skateboard speed from a standing position. And
What was
he beat it by over 10.5 miles an hour. Misho Urban, 28, became the fastest human in the world on a longboard when he beat the previous record by 10.5 miles per hour. The daredevil reached the staggering speed on a road with an 18-degree incline called Los Emboulements in Canada. He chose the road, which translates to the landslide. After watching street lugers, is that how you say it? Lugers?
Lugers. I don't know.
Speed down it at breaknecking speeds. Michael Embrick, the Guinness dude, on hand to oversee the attempt, described it as an amazing demonstration of what the human body is capable of with dedicated hard work. I believe he hit a speed of 80 miles an hour
Wow.
on a skateboard standing up.
Standing up. That's
pretty
so
damn fast.
That's intense.
You ever been on a motorcycle before? Or like, you know that jet ski you used to have? You're going 30 or 40 miles an hour. It feels really fast, you know? So 80 miles on a skateboard.
I think they had something strapped to his helmet because they have a little video here, and
Well, yeah,
you don't get to see him, but
It's POV.
And if you fall, I mean, you got to catch that on camera.
Of course. Everybody wants to see an epic fail.
That's yeah,
People like to see people fail more than succeed. It's more fun.
it is. Sometimes.
I don't know.
we have shows for that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Here's another story. A man robbed a beauty salon right after his attempt to rob a bank.
Well, he failed at robbing the bank.
Right. That's why I said attempt.
Ah.
Attempt.
Yeah,
Attempt means
I
He
was
failed
listening.
and got away?
You got the sneaky words over there.
Yeah. Police in Florida said a man accused of robbing a beauty salon allegedly failed in an attempt to rob a bank just prior to the crime. Suffolk County Police said Anthony Janice, 54, of Brentwood, attempted to use a handwritten note to rob a Bayshore City Bank branch at 12:30 p.m. The teller refused to comply, but investigators said Janice then entered the salon like right down the street, less than a half a mile from the bank, and verbally demanded cash from an employee. He fled with an unspecified amount of cash and was arrested at 3:24 after being located by a canine officer. They sent the dogs on him.
Got took down by a dog.
I thought at banks they were under specific instructions to just comply.
Non-confrontational.
I worked for a bank before, and it didn't matter how you asked or whether you showed a gun or what you did. If somebody walked up and said,
Demanded
"Hey, I'm
money.
robbing," or demanded money in any way at all, at all, you just gave it to them. I mean, that was
Really?
it.
It's
Just
all
flat out give it
federally
because you
insured
can't
and-
get because all you can get is what's out of each drawer. There are like a lot of like
Right.
fail safes and stuff. Because one person or even a combination of the wrong two people can't get into anything at the bank. You know?
Not unless you're like Ocean's 11.
Yeah, that's
It's probably not that
Dig
intense.
it.
if you're robbing like salons afterward, it's not happening.
How much money could a salon really have
I mean,
anyway?
he went
Just
in
a
he went
pretty
in looking for a few thousand and settled for a couple hundred.
yeah.
What do you know?
I mean, probably not even a couple hundred.
Right? How much could they carry?
How
in
much
there?
is a haircut? $20?
I don't know. Girls pay a lot for their
They do.
haircuts.
Girls pay a ton.
No, that's true. I got one more story here before we go into city sports. A naked man was smashing a flood car. He was naked. Authorities in Florida say they arrested a man who neighbors said was naked when he used a golf club to smash up a car that was stranded by floodwaters. Pasco County Sheriff's deputies said a pizza delivery driver abandoned the car when he stalled when he drove into floodwater Sunday night in Holiday and returned the following day to find the side mirror had been smashed off, a headlight had been ripped out, the roof had been caved in, and the doors were open, allowing floodwaters to enter the vehicle. The woman who reported the damage to deputies were told by the neighbors that the damage had been caused by Larry Norman Hill, 57. The neighbor said Hill was completely naked when he pummeled the car with a gold club and told the neighbors who confirmed him that he was claiming the car as his own.
Was it golf club or gold club?
It actually says gold club, but I guess they meant golf club.
Golf club.
Okay.
That would make more sense.
People that type really fast on the internet.
Just checking. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not important. So what did they say he was under the influence of anything to destroy a car while he was naked?
It says Hill told the deputy he smashed the car's roof because he was trying to rescue a baby he believed was in the car.
So bath salts.
I asked him why he opened the doors to the vehicle, and he told me he wanted to air it out. Hill was charged with criminal mischief and is held in lieu of $1,000 bail. You ready to transition?
Smoothly or
Smoothly?
roughly?
We're going to try it smoothly.
I say rough.
Yeah, dry.
Do it rough. Just hard. Just
Transition.
transition.
Cram it. Just cram that transition in there. There it is.
Oh.
City sports time, right?
All right.
That was nice. I didn't know what was happening in my earbuds.
Magic.
All right.
I
First,
thought it was.
guys, remember last week I told you I was going to do a list? I actually did it.
Hey, right on.
12.
Something to be said for follow through, right,
I know,
boys?
you guys are you're gonna set the bar, and we're gonna have to actually start following through with all the things we say we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're going to raise the bar live.
You said the name of the website.
Let's see. Jimmy, I think we're going to try and put these up one at a time. There should be 12 of them there. I don't know which ones you have first, but just put up whatever, and then I'll read off whatever you got.
So what are we looking at?
We're going to be looking at the worst 12 high school mascots out there. The first one, this is funny. This is Arkansas School for the Deaf Leopards, but it's deaf, like D-E-A-F, instead of like D-E-F leopards. But what's really funny about it, it's actually a school for deaf and blind people. So like they call themselves the Deaf Leopards.
So I guess they named the school after the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was really funny. All
That's
right.
pretty cool people that have. I don't know. That's
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, this one's great. It's the Butt Pirates. Butt High School. B-U-T-T. I guess it's pronounced
might be
that way.
pronounced
It's
Butte.
probably Butte.
Butte, but still,
Still not a good idea.
still. I mean, who wouldn't make fun of that? I mean, really, that's
Imagine
fantastic.
if you're like a football team on the opposing team, and you're like,
Hey, Butt Pirates.
Let's go rape the butt pirates. Kick those butt. You'd probably sound like you were just like gay bashing all the time.
yeah, probably.
All right, this next one is the let's see, the Centralia High School Orphans, which is the boys' team, and the Annies, which is the girlfriends. So it's the Orphan Annies.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
Oh,
worst mascot ever.
where did
Is
you
that,
find
is
these?
that real?
Yeah, these are real.
I don't think that's
Hooker
real.
Horny Toads.
That's just a bad choice. I mean, how did they not see that when they did that? That's not even like it's slang. It's
I don't know. I think it's.
You can't even wear offensive shirts to school and
I know
the
you can wear hooker
toad.
horny toads.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's really funny. The corn jerkers. The corn
jerkers. I don't understand what that could possibly mean.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the guy on here is just a great little.
Don't like the team's names have to mean something? Like, aren't the Steelers because they made steel in wherever the hell in Pittsburgh or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, what could corn jerker have possibly? Do they jerk the corn out of the ground,
Sure.
or do they? Is it just a town full of perverts?
Is it down full of perverts? So they got the Yuma Criminals. They actually had something to do with the whole Alcatraz thing at one point or something. I don't know, but that's actually was a high school.
Well, that'd be kind of cool.
Kinda, but still,
Still not very.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's not very uplifting.
Bunch of criminals. Go criminals.
Go Criminals! Yeah. Woo! Next up, we got us. Is that it?
I think so.
Oh, we're missing a couple. Anyways,
What else you got?
You got Williams Sport Millionaires, which I guess that strikes fear in a lot of people. You got the Tatopolis.
It'd be hard to be the underdog as the millionaires. Is that for like some kind of private school? I would hope. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I didn't Google it that deeply. Tatopolis wooden shoes, which
That's
is just,
weird.
yeah, they're the wooden shoes, and I think that's my 12 for this week.
When I was in,
oh wait, there's one more. There's the Point Pleasant. Do you see that one? Point Pleasant Big Blacks. There's one more. We got Nathan Buford Forrest High School Rebels. It's the guy who founded Ku Klux Klan. They named a high school after him.
Oh my God,
Nathan
Lord.
Bedford Forrest High School Rebels.
And they had a problem with the Richland Rebels over here for a while.
Oh yeah, they got the Kakuna Galloping Ghost, which basically looks like a Ku Klux Klan thing, and it has a big K and it's a guy in a white sheet. Looks like Kakuna Galloping Ghost.
Yeah, that's pretty racist.
Yeah, so that is
some
our
backwoods high schools.
that is our list of worst high school mascots.
I think my mascot at my elementary school was pretty cheesy.
What was it?
Tornado.
Tornado.
Yeah. I was like, tornado, really? Yeah.
I was a road runner.
They changed it later on because no one liked it.
Well, you get Louisville. They have the Louisville the Fighting Farmers.
Yeah.
That's kind of a dumb one.
When I was in elementary school, I was a road runner, and we actually had road runners in this little enclosure inside our school.
Well, that's kind of cool.
And when I went to Haltom High School and we were the Buffaloes,
Did
like
they make
I
the-
actually thought there was a buffalo somewhere on the premises. Like I was looking, there's just a big stuffed one at the beginning.
So if you go to a
The
school
opening.
that has a mascot of corn, what is it, corn jerkers?
Corn jerkers,
Just somebody's jerking corn.
jerking the corn.
Yeah, we got a corn jerker. He's at the front of the school.
He jerks corn.
The road runners, they actually go meep meep.
No, they don't.
Did they squeak at all?
They
or-
didn't do anything. You almost never saw them.
Oh,
They were the
did?
most depressed road runners I ever saw.
Boring. Well, I got a couple more things. Only about 3 more stories for sports since I did the whole list thing. We got the midget wrestler. It's really funny. His name's Puppet. I don't know. He's been on a lot of stuff before, but he was doing this midget wrestling. Anyways, he got caught doing a face plant, and like it was just, literally face onto the concrete, just as all his weight, everything just bam. There's another picture. This one's funny. This one's got his teeth all busted out.
Oh damn!
He was messed up. And the other one is him actually jump.
Gosh.
There's a video of
He was
it.
like a zombie.
Hey, it does. Looks like makeup.
Yeah, there's a video of him jumping off and landing his face on the concrete, and jump. It's really funny.
Wow,
I
where did
thought
that happen?
It's some midget wrestling thing. I don't know. TMZ. I got that on TMZ, so look it up there.
Eee.
We also got Terrell Owens again. That's a funny story. Terrell Owens. See if I can pull it up here. Well,
That's his picture.
I know, but
Tia
Here we
really
go.
doesn't need
Terrell
a
Owens.
story.
he has great hands, apparently.
He's got butterfingers.
He is now in the center of a triple X photo situation involving very graphic images featuring himself with himself.
Oh God.
He met this chick on Twitter and started
I'm not surprised.
talking to her on Skype, and then they engaged in cyber sexual relationships. And she videotaped or took pictures of him playing with himself.
So all it is. So cyber
And-
sex means you masturbated each other, right?
Yeah,
That's what cyber sex is.
I guess you talk each other through it.
You talk each other off. Talk me off. Talk me off real quick.
Say something. Say something.
Say it hot. Faster. Slower.
Talk faster.
Talk faster. Talk faster.
Say moist.
Wait,
I'm just saying. I've never cybered anyone before.
It sounds
I don't
like-
understand what you would like.
Yeah, well, anyway, so
I'd feel ridiculous doing that.
he cybered this chick, and she snapped a few action shots of him, and now she's trying to sell them to different tabloids and stuff like
Who
that.
wants pictures of a guy jerking it?
It's Terrell Owens. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Have you ever
somebody-
accidentally caught a glance of yourself in the mirror while you were masturbating? You look ridiculous. It's terrible. Like, why would anyone want pictures of that? No? Silence? Really, Patrick? This is what I get? Shut up.
Told you I was throwing you under the bus.
I know. God.
I got
ridiculous.
There's something really funny about
the
Jerry
hell?
Sandusky too.
Patrick.
He was, I guess, his first night.
Sorry. He's eyeballing me. What?
I'm not. I'm watching the computer.
Whatever.
Wait, what?
I don't know what his problem is.
Hold
Patrick's
on,
got an issue.
What is it? What are we
Nothing.
talking about here?
I don't know.
It seems pretty important.
It's not. Go
Joey's
ahead.
talking about looking in the mirror while he's masturbating. or
You're
something.
throwing me under the bus.
Because I didn't say anything.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway, so Jerry Sandusky was in jail, and this first night there, they all were chanting that whole "Hey teacher, leave those kids alone."
Oh, good Lord,
You know,
really?
and like
Pink
they-
Floyd.
God.
Pink Floyd, and they did it for
Another-
hours. Like they said, all night. They it made me think of that movie that we just watched,
Shawshank?
Shawshank, where
When
they
they're
said
fishing?
fresh fish, or whatever. And this guy, everybody was chanting it. Hey teacher, leave those kids alone. Like singing the whole song all night long.
That's funny. How long did he get
He's up to 500 years right now.
500 years?
That's his possible maximum he could get, but it's like...
So he'll die in prison?
But he's going to die in prison.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's good.
You know, even if he gets whatever, he's going to die in prison.
What'd you say?
I said maybe. Maybe he'll die in prison. I mean, he could actually live through it. Who knows?
You have to
I
turn
don't
into
know.
a vampire
Good
real
behavior.
quick.
Even good behavior getting off in 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, like...
That's no big deal.
Yeah.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be. All the men.
I don't think that's where he wants to be.
But it was. I thought it was boys. Well, no. Well, I guess.
He's graduating. Congratulations, Jerry.
Moving on up.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it for City Sports.
That's it for City Sports. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Coming back for the second segment here in just a minute, we're going to kick it off with Zombie Watch.
Zombie Watch.
We'll do a little stirring the pot and a little gross but true. So make sure you stick around, folks. It is thebarlive.com. You're hanging out with the boys. I am Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
And this is the YNR Radio Show. All right, we're back. It is the YNR Radio Show, broadcasting from the barlive.com. Thanks for hanging out with us. Guys, if you want to email us on the show, you can email ynrradio@gmail.com. Check us out at facebook.com/YNR Radio. Is our phone number up and running, Jimmy?
Oh, I forgot to do that. Dang it. I had it on my to-do list today to figure out those numbers at 367-3569 and figure out what it spelled, so that way we could have like a cool like call.
You could do it during the next break.
The guys or I don't know, something. Why?
I bet you could put that in the computer and it would like unscramble it for you too.
214-736-3569. If you want to call in the show, call in. Even if you don't have anything to talk about, if you just want to BS with us, because I don't think we've ever had like somebody random call into the show, have we?
No, never.
Because we're not worth it yet.
I'd be nervous.
I don't know. If they were dicks, I'd probably want to hang up on them.
No, we can always hang up on them.
Oh, that's cool.
Give Jimmy the sign.
The power of God.
Can we get the thumbs up or the thumbs down?
Yes.
All right, folks, right into it. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the segment we like to call Zombie Watch 2012. Mr. Joey Caswell, a little zombie action for us this week. What you got?
All right, guys. We've been coming at you with this zombie action for the last few weeks, ever since the attack in Miami when the man on the bath salts ate that other man's face. This week, it happened again in Florida.
Florida is
I know, just home
notorious for zombies right now.
It's like ground zero for the zombie apocalypse. Another drugged out Florida man gets naked and bites off a chunk of human flesh. Can you believe this?
A chunk of human, which chunk?
They apparently the guy got naked and he was messed up on a substance that is an unknown substance. What they're saying, he barged into the home of his ex-girlfriend, and there was another man there, 38-year-old man or 48-year-old man who tried to restrain him and stop him. They weren't sure what was wrong with him, but he came in naked while the guy was restraining him. He took a chunk out of his bicep.
Oh.
And with the chunk missing from his bicep, the guy still held the guy down until the cops got there.
Jeez.
Can you believe
well,
this
at
stuff?
that point, you have that much adrenaline. You probably just want to I don't know. I would have choked him out or something. But
I don't know. I mean, if he's willing to bite off a chunk of your bicep, you gotta figure what else is he willing to do.
Crazy zombie guy.
I know. I'm saying, and this is like I've got 8 other stories about the same thing. We talked about the Swedish guy last week. I'm sorry, I'm far away from my mic. Yeah. We talked about the Swedish guy that ate the lips of his ex-lover. I don't know. Do you think the zombie apocalypse is going to be caused by some kind of romantic feud?
Possibly. But since the other guy got bit, is he going to turn into a zombie now? Is that the rule of zombieism?
Right now, according to the what's it called? The FDC?
FCC?
FCC, that's it.
Yeah, or the ADA or the EPP or the...
What else you got?
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit
According to them, there is no virus that will cause you to wake up and come back and bite somebody else, but they also have a fallback plan for the same thing. I read about it last year.
What?
Oh, they have a contingency plan for a zombie apocalypse. Although most of it, from what I read, was pretty boilerplate for any kind of natural disaster. They did, you want to...
Well, did you see that story I posted on our Facebook about they claiming that zombies do not exist or something like that, MSNBC or something? I posted on our Facebook. Anyways, it's all a lie.
Yeah,
everything they're saying sounds like a cover up for something. It's like, why would you go through the trouble to make this? If you're
this is what in that book I read by James by Brooks. What's his name?
James
Brooks.
Brooks.
No, that's not him.
That's the Simpsons guy.
Max Brooks is the guy that wrote the zombie survival guide. That's exactly what he said would happen. He said that the media would cover it up and call it different things until it was too big to contain anymore. It would start off as riots and stuff and just isolated incidents.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all being. I mean, I'm being more or less facetious with this whole thing now, but makes you think a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah.
You guys don't. This isn't.
You just got me thinking.
Doesn't make you think?
I'm thinking right now.
You guys suck.
I'm thinking. Is that the only zombie story you got?
I mean, I got the.
Because that's a good one. He bites off a chunk, but I mean.
Okay, there was a Canadian guy. Okay, the Canadian cannibal is what he's being called. Montreal citizen Luke Rocco, some name I can't pronounce, 29, was a one-time male model and a low-budget gay porn star. He allegedly killed his lover, 33-year-old Chinese student Jun Lin, by stabbing him with an ice pick and cutting his throat. The killer then sliced Lin to pieces, decapitated him, devoured pieces of his flesh, and fed them to a dog, masturbated with the man's body parts, and anally penetrated the limbless torso.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that enough? I'm
least
sorry. I got more. You want more stories of this? But the Canadian cannibal. Yeah. I read about it. I read him last week. I just thought it might be a little graphic for our viewers.
I don't think so at all.
You don't think so?
That's fantastic.
I don't know what you could possibly. This guy wasn't even on any drugs. He was just, again, upset at his lover, and then like cut him up, fed him to his dog, ate him, and then, jeez, raped his torso.
I still don't see the connection, but.
Not only that, but the guy videotaped the whole thing, uploaded it to a gory website, then started taunting police by sending body parts to Canada's major political parties. In spite of being the subject of an international manhunt, he managed to fly from Montreal to Paris, then went to Berlin, where he was finally caught.
Wow.
He was Googling himself and admiring photos of his crime at a cafe when he was arrested.
He was Googling himself when he was arrested.
He got caught Googling himself.
That's how they found him. They looked up his IP address and shit.
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys hear about that new...
Do you look in the mirror when you Google yourself?
Oh, I only Google myself when I'm eye to eye with myself.
He used the webcam on his computer.
I keep turning this microphone around. I'm talking to the back of it the whole time.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I keep playing with it. I
He's
can't,
just like, just like make
it's
it out.
usually
with
not
it.
loose like this, so it doesn't usually turn. But now it's got me. I got all this freedom to manipulate it, and it's
Save that.
But yeah, this is that's a good one right
Yeah,
there.
that is a good one. I don't know. The French are assholes.
I guess he was French Canadian. Well, that is all I have for Zombie Watch 2012.
Zombie
this
Watch
week.
2012 for you.
Guys, keep your eyes posted and your video cameras ready because it could happen at any time.
It's going to happen.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving along, right?
Moving along.
Moving along.
What do we
Right.
got? What do we got next?
We're going to go into stirring the pot.
Ooh, that's a good one.
This week I got two things I want to talk about.
Two things.
Two things. The first being, okay, I want you to pull up your internet browsers.
To what?
Be ready to type in something. I'm going to give you something to type in.
Google? Should I be at Google?
No, just be up in your browser. You're ready to type something in.
Okay, hang on.
Can't answer this phone call right now.
Hang on. Okay.
What am I doing?
Type in www.
www.
Dot
Dot.
365
365.
black.
Wait, I'm dyslexic.
BLA.
365 black
365black.com.
.com.
Yeah.
This better be worth it.
We're going to do a little classroom reading along.
A read along.
Yeah.
Wow, I love this.
Okay, I want you to click on what is 365 black.
I'm on it.
Joy, if you would read the first paragraph for us.
Wait, to where?
Whenever Austin's ready.
Okay, go.
Get on the same page. Are you with
I'm
us?
here. Go.
He's
Okay.
ready to go.
What is 365 black? Question mark. At McDonald's, we believe that African American culture and achievement should be celebrated 365 days a year, not just during Black History Month. That's the idea behind 365black.com. It's a place where you can learn more about education, employment, career advancement, and entrepreneurship opportunities, and meet real people whose lives have been touched by McDonald's. Plus, you can also have a chance to win exciting once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. So make sure you visit often. You just might get inspired.
Will you scroll down and read the second
I can
paragraph for me?
You want me to?
No, I was going to have Austin do
Oh,
it.
Austin, you read the second paragraph.
See if he can do it.
Okay. Like the unique African baboa tree, which nourishes its community with its leaves and fruit, McDonald's has branched out to African American community, nourishing it with valuable programs and opportunities.
So
That's
McDonald's is
Tell me what you think this website is about.
That's so racist.
I don't know.
They're saying McDonald's supports black people 365 days a year by, I guess,
advertising
putting
for
some,
them.
yeah, putting
them?
something into the community. Like, I guess, I think I saw something here. Where they order their ice cream from this one all-black company or something like that, and like
McDonald's is a tree. It's like a tree of life.
an African tree,
It feeds an African tree.
an African baboa tree,
A tree of life in Africa that feeds.
baobab.
I don't get it.
Baobab?
Ba-
Baobab?
Now I was talking about this with some friends of mine because mostly all I found on here was just like like advertisements for McDonald's food with black people in them, and I'm like, is that something you want?
I mean, that's their major demographic, right?
No.
No,
Well,
I mean-
the thing is, with this website, There's the homepage, which is pretty much nothing on it. There's what is 365 Black, which we just read. There's opportunities, which there's nothing but a small little video. There's ads. And there's what's happening, which is more ads. And then there's feedback. I don't see anything that's...
I see a lot of ads.
I don't think there's anything that's really relative
I see what opportunities
to this cause.
All feedback is a survey.
Do you like this website?
After visiting this website, to what extent do you agree with the following statements? McDonald's is a brand that fits into my lifestyle. I don't know.
Yeah, so what's McDonald's
I think it fits
saying?
into everybody's lifestyle about 2:30 in the morning.
No kidding.
What? So you can't stop there. You can't stop at just black people. I mean, what would keep you from going into other races and other 365 days of celebrating everybody? Like, why is it?
But
Why do they specify? Why does it have to be African American?
About 365gay.com.
I talked to some friends of mine that were like at work. I was just kind of spitballing because I was thinking about this, and I showed them the website, and I got some mixed reviews. It's kind of like most of the people that I was talking to were black people I worked with, and they were
Sure.
and they were saying they were conflicting views on it because they said, yeah, it's great to be acknowledged in that kind of way, but do I really want to be affiliated with McDonald's? You know what I mean? Do I want them making a web? Is it weird? I was asking, is it weird that they made a website just for black people? Like, what does that say about you?
What about BET?
I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
But I think
Yeah, I know, but we get all the rest of the channels.
Well,
no, because there's a Hispanic. They have a bunch of like 12 or 13, and then
Unless you have cable.
I'm gonna reference
Spanish.
something here that my dad used to say. You know, there used to be Mother's Day, Father's Day, there's Grandparents' Day, and I would ask my dad, when's Kids' Day? And my dad would say, Kids' Day's every day. I think that applies here in
that's
some
what my
sort of
parents said
form
too.
or fashion. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting and wanted to bring it up. And the thing is there's not a lot of content on the site at all. It's all ads. So
And it came out. When did that come out? Like during Black History Month?
I'm not sure.
Just
I don't
curious.
know. I think it's just
That's when I
another
found out
way
about
for
it.
them to say they spend a lot of money and maybe like a big tax write-off because that's all like donations or something like that.
Could
Or,
be.
I don't know.
Could be.
Usually businesses work that way. They're usually just
There's
in it for the
actually
money.
there's a link at the bottom to go to
What their menu?
about McDonald's.com. So anyway, I thought that was something to bring up.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what do you think about all that?
I don't know. I guess I'm just like I'm not really conflicted over it. But
I'm not conflicted
seems
over it. I just
weird.
thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What are they trying to say by it? I mean, are they trying to make a statement, or besides? I really just think it's just a cover up a way to spend money. But
It just seems like
Yeah.
a weird thing to like. I don't know. They're isolating one group of people for advertising, and that's. I mean, I know it's done all the time. You know, you kind of target your advertising and stuff like that, but to have a whole website for it, it's weird.
Yeah. It seems unnecessary.
That's what I said.
Right.
Unnecessary. It's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, you can throw an ad on BET and get to
Sure.
that demo, and then you don't have to worry about
Right.
actually making a new website just for
Yeah.
that. So
I agree.
Maybe they're guilt. Maybe they feel guilty for something. Liberal guilt.
yeah,
Because you know how Ronald McDonald's got a very, very white face.
He does.
He's got to try a little harder than some of the other franchises
Funny enough, there's no picture of Ronald McDonald on this site.
because he's too white for the site.
There's a black version of Ronald McDonald.
What would they call him? Ronald's kind of. I don't know.
Arnold McDonald.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
got-
moving on. Maybe, I don't know.
I got one more thing for you, real quick.
Start up.
This is KDAF, the CW33. They do this thing, the kind of the back and forth questionnaire thing on Facebook, and this one kind of was weirdo to me. It says, "Yikes! Do I dare ask? Are you Team Jason tonight in the break room, or are you Team Amanda? What do you think of some private schools in Louisiana teaching that Scotland's legendary Loch Ness monster is real, in an effort to disprove Darwin's theory of evolution?" Which, to me, was like boring. But then I started reading the comments. The second comment on here, and this is what I love. You know, they try to be professional, and they try to stir things up too on Facebook. But there's no censor on Facebook. So
That's a good and a bad thing.
the first comment here, Mr. Jeff Scoggin says, "Jason is a moron." And it goes down to other people were throwing in their other stuff like, "How is this news?" People were complaining.
Slow news day.
Right.
Yeah.
This person says, I hate this guy. Every time I hear his stupid comments, I get such a bitchy mood. So news organizations on Facebook trying to reach out. But
what do they really get out of that though? What kind of content can you take from people's just random comments about stuff about like that kind of news?
is that news?
I mean, sort of. It kind of qualifies as news. It happened in the world, and someone covered it.
Someone thought someone else would think it's interesting.
It says textbooks used in the schools claim that, I think I'm saying this right, the Loch Ness monster is a dinosaur that lived at
yes, you're saying that right.
Okay.
Have you never seen that before? Go ahead.
lived at the same time as man, which conflicts with the theory of evolution. It says Jason is a moron.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about the Loch Ness monster, dude. I don't know even how to save you here. Like,
I'm not trying to be saved. I just want to know what you think about it.
Loch Ness, that's cool. I mean, I'd want to see one if I could.
Some guy claims that they need to prove it.
Yeah, but they're using it to disprove Darwinism. I don't understand that. I don't understand how proving a monster,
and they don't
a dinosaur exists.
Well, they said that they're claiming that a dinosaur lived at the same time as man.
They need to send that river monster.
But there's no proof. There's nothing. They just threw this out there like on a whim, and they talked about it on the news.
Have you seen that show, River Monsters?
No.
It's the one where this guy goes catch like big 600-pound catfish and like these big like 18-feet alligator gar that's in like the Trinity River and stuff like that. And
I'm sure
they're called river monsters, but they're
for as many dead people have been dumped in the Trinity River. I'm sure some sort of evolutionary monster has emerged.
Yeah, it's crazy. But this guy, so I mean, why not send him out there, see if he can hunt this thing down? I mean, apparently people look for it. So.
Make a TV show out of it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if it was animated, I'd watch it, and it was like I don't know on Comedy Central or something.
I don't know what demographic they're going for with this, but sometimes the CW33 news really
is for dumb people.
I don't watch the CW33 news. I judge the CW33 news.
It doesn't really hold up to the other
like
news
as much
channels.
shit as I talk about like Fox News and everything. I'm gonna watch Fox News for my real information, or at least for a basis of what I should be
fair
listening
and
to.
accurate Fox News.
What do you want from me? That's where I'm going.
The only reason I watch CW33 is because I'm friends with Rebecca Miller. So.
Oh, I thought it was because Friends was on that channel.
Oh, it is too, yeah. But not everybody loves Raymond. I hate that show.
Oh my god, I hate that show.
Rebecca Miller, is that the one on Twitter that started following us?
How do you know Rebecca Miller?
She used to come into the store.
What store?
Market Street.
Oh,
when I worked there a long time ago.
So did you bag her groceries for her? What did you do? How would she know who you were, or did you just
bag her groceries? I like that one. That's a good one.
Bag her groceries.
She came in. I introduced myself, and I'd been watching her since I was a little kid when she was on Channel 5.
So you're more of a fan who met her than someone who knows her.
Sure. Well, I mean,
just curious to see what your relationship is with this Rebecca Miller you claim to know so well.
Well, you masturbated in the bathroom while looking at yourself.
You guys go to lunch or something, or like how well do you know her?
Does she call you at home?
She knows my name.
Do you guys hang out on the weekends?
No.
She a friend on Facebook?
No. Yes, she is my friend on Facebook.
Oh my God, she's your friend on Facebook.
So you're saying you've seen her on TV, you met her once, and now you're friends on Facebook.
And you know her?
I didn't meet her once.
Because I could say the same thing about Alan Ruck.
I didn't meet her once. I've held conversations with her over many years when she's coming into the store.
Oh, really? Held conversations? Were they about her expiring milk?
No.
Or paper or plastic? Was that a question you guys discussed? I'm picking on you now, Patrick, because of you left me hanging earlier.
Oh, okay.
With that whole masturbating thing.
Yeah.
Do you know her? Does she call you at home?
Do you hang on to the weekends? I'm sorry.
You got any other pot stirs?
No, that's it.
Any other brain busters?
Nope.
This is what happens when we don't work together.
Yeah.
This is us not working together.
It's supposed to be us against the world, right?
Well,
yeah.
I think you brought this on yourself. You knew what this was.
All right, well, let's see how well you do. Let's go into Gross But True.
Oh, shit.
Oh, is that starting right now?
Yeah,
we can.
True.
Wait, how are we doing on time?
We got more than enough time.
Yeah.
It's all the time in the world.
My Gross But True.
Oh, shit. I just closed my Gross But True. Damn it. My Gross But True was almost was almost on Zombie Watch.
Oh.
It was almost cannibalism, so I was like, I kind of wanted to go with it, but since it technically wasn't a man eating another man, I couldn't count it. Can I vamp this long? Maybe. So, so that being said, in the way that I said it,
originally said it.
I digress.
but I digress. I found it. Everyone relax.
I'm really riled up.
I know
over
you
here.
guys were all
I'm so
tight.
upset.
You're going all tight butthole on me. I need you to dilate about 2 centimeters. Okay, I got. Okay, here it is. A man eats a dog while on synthetic drugs. Now, this was brought to me by my dad's wife, Dana.
Jeez,
Thanks.
Everyone in these
Thanks,
synthetic
Mom-in-law.
drugs lately. Everyone's
I know.
What's
These
the deal
synthetic
with
drugs.
these-
What are they gonna? When are people gonna learn? Just huff some glue like a normal person, or like, buy some weed. Jeez. Okay, this guy. He's from Waco, Texas. Believe it or not. Police arrest a man charged with eating his family's dog while the canine was still alive. Michael Daniel, 22, of Waco, Texas, was arrested after family members called the police to their home on June 14th. They claimed Daniel assaulted people at home, chased a neighbor, and started barking and growling. This sounds all too familiar.
dun, 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 dun.
Miami, am I saying? This is
Miami,
why it was
Miami,
almost a
Miami and
zombie
Waco.
thing.
Miami and
He
Waco.
almost ate people. Witnesses say Daniel then grabbed his family's dog, beat and strangled it, and started to eat it.
Yeah, zombies don't like dogs. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the movies said they didn't.
I believe I read that in a couple of my books too. The zombies
but
won't
I
eat
have
dogs.
seen. But I don't know. Resident Evil had some zombie dogs.
The Resident Evil zombies, I don't think are the same as the regular
Because the
zombies.
dogs ate the zombie meat.
Yeah, but
and
they got the T virus. That's not the same as the zombie. That turns them into mutants. More than they count more as mutants in Resident Evil.
Well, what if they haven't perfected it yet?
Well, I guess some of the I don't know. Okay, anyway, you're getting me off track.
Okay, so
we
whatever.
already talked about
Back to
zombies.
Waco.
Anyway, what the point is, okay, the dog died at home, obviously, because the guy ate it after he strangled it. Daniel is believed to have ingested K2, a synthetic drug, before the attack. He was taken to the hospital and now faces felony charges for animal cruelty. Now, K2 hit the news a few years back, if you guys remember.
Yeah, it's
a
like
couple
a
years ago.
fake weed, right?
It's that fake weed you can
Yeah.
buy at the head shops that
Heard
says
about that stuff.
says it's
potpourri.
an herb.
Yeah, it's potpourri.
It says not for human ingestion or consumption, but then it's that big warning sign's only there as like an encouragement for underage kids who can't find weed. When it says that when it's strong is that when it like specifies so strongly not to ingest it, you just kind of want to
Yeah, it's like telling kids don't push this button.
don't put your finger in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh,
don't stick your fork in
so,
the
so
socket.
none of you guys ever played with K2?
I've heard about it.
Jimmy says,
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Forever ago.
Did you kill anything?
Just
anybody's
a few
faces?
things. Yeah. No.
Did you ever have a bad experience with it?
No. It was. I just didn't really like it.
It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll admit I tried it, but I mean, because I gotta go into this. No, it's like it's what I would think it would be like to get high on like paint thinner or something. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's a really, really
It gives you, like, a
headachy
headache or
high.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that sounds
like
horrible.
smoking wood chips with like lacquer on them or something. It
Bad
tastes
taste,
bad. It
yeah.
tastes awful,
Yeah.
and it really mostly is uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah.
I tried it once, and the next time I did actually kind of freak out. I remember not feeling great, and I kind of went on the patio, and I went back to my room, and I was like, man, I'm gonna take a shower and try to wash this off of me. And then that's when it all, like being in the shower, I went in my room and just laid down for a while until it went away. I was like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
But
I'm done with them all now.
You what?
Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
done with all the random things you can get in
Oh
head shops.
hell
Yeah.
no! Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you get yourself in trouble if it's not passed by the FDA.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there
probably
we go.
bad
Got
for
it.
you.
Yes, nailed it.
If it doesn't pass, it's probably bad.
If they can't pass it by, I mean, like I don't.
yeah.
I just assume, never mind. I don't want to endorse things, but
So
seems like there are safer ways to get messed
So
up.
he ate his
That's all I'm
dog.
saying. Yeah, he kills, and he doesn't even kill it. He eats it while it's still alive.
Ugh, wow.
I always hated movies when they kill the dog.
Like Old Yeller.
Well, more like Jaws when they kill that dog. I didn't like that part.
Which part did they kill the dog?
When he's playing frisbee with it, he can't find the dog. Come on, you need to
Oh.
watch Jaws, dude.
Which one?
The first one. Roy Schneider. And what's
I mean,
the
it was a
guy's
good
name?
one. I like that one.
Well, it's the only good one, really, except for the one in the water park. But that's all I have for Gross But True. It is disgusting and true that this man killed and ate his dog while he was high on K2.
Wow.
Ate his
Okay.
dog, then killed it.
That is gross and true.
Interesting.
Shut up, Patrick.
Compelling.
Yeah, I can
Rich.
tell. You were such a part of that conversation. Thanks for your input.
It's a piece of radio glory right
I know,
there.
and you weren't any part of it.
Well, it happens.
I'm starting to take it personally, honestly. You keep isolating. Like, every time I bring anything up, you just go silent and fall into your computer and pretend like I'm not talking until I stop.
Oh, I was listening.
No, were you?
Yeah.
Were you listening? It's hard to tell.
I was hearing.
You're a bad listener.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll say that. I just want to say that.
He was on Facebook.
Yeah.
You were Facebooking during my segment.
Yeah, whatever.
Ridiculous.
All right, folks.
What does that mean?
It's time to take a break.
Ugh.
Thank
Time
God.
to take a break.
Yeah, Patrick takes a big break from doing nothing.
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah. Coming back in the third segment, we're going to do Flagged as Inappropriate. This week, we're going to call it Tagged as Inappropriate. We'll do a little Craigslist ads. We'll come up with something else. And in the fourth segment, we'll do Insider's Input, Late Night Insight, and a little plugs and shout-outs.
Yeah.
Broadcasting at thebarlive.com. I'm Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
And we'll be right back. It is thebarlive.com, the YNR Radio Show. Thanks for hanging out with us. It is the third segment of the show. If you want to email us on the air, it's ynrradio@gmail.com, or you can call us on the air, 214-736-3569. Make sure you check out our Facebook, facebook.com/YNR Radio or ynrradio.tumblr.com. And this segment, we're going to kick it off with a little flagged as inappropriate. This week, tagged as inappropriate. We changed it up a little bit. Austin said he had a new little idea on a variation of flagged as inappropriate per se, right?
What happened is
what happened was?
See, what happened was it was actually something I thought it happened to me, and I was on Facebook, and you know all those pictures that pop up of those people that put in those funny sayings to those old drawings or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this one popped up, and I thought it was pretty funny. It was this guy wearing like a tank top, throwing his hands up in the air. He's got some bats flying around. It says, "A good way to come out." For Halloween, go as a gay guy and then just keep being gay forever. And I thought it was hilarious.
Wait, that's a great idea.
So I went to go tag one of my friends in it just to make fun of him, and I accidentally tagged the wrong guy. It goes...
I think Facebook even lacks the technology to untag it.
No, you could, but I was on my phone, and I couldn't do it from my phone. So it was over an hour. It was on this guy's Facebook, like between 9 and 10, like when the most people were on Facebook. So
was this someone you knew?
Yeah.
Who is this person you tagged? And how do you know them?
He's an old boss that I knew because his son, we all went to church together.
So you know him from church?
I knew him from church 16 years ago, something like that. And it was just, this guy, he's got 1,000 something friends, and he's all involved in church. I mean, his background is some, baptizing some guy or whatever. And all of a sudden I tag him in a photo that says, "Hey, a great way to come out is for Halloween, go as a gay guy, then just keep being gay forever." And so then I had to go ahead and tag my other friend because I thought that was hilarious.
Well, it is hilarious, but
And,
it's funnier that you tagged your friend, your friend's dad, your friend from church's dad.
Yeah.
Did he say anything? Did you have to explain yourself?
I sent a message because at that point I was on my phone and I couldn't turn it off. So I sent him a message that said, "Hey, sorry for tagging the photo. I was trying to make fun of one of my friends. Just ignore it or something." And then when I got to my computer, later, I found out to remove the tag. So yeah, but that was definitely tagged as inappropriate. It was, and I sent a picture to Jimmy. Unfortunately, I don't think we have it up on the screen, but
because he left the room.
I really want everyone to see it, but it's just funny. Oh, hey Jimbo. Hey, can we put on the? I sent you a picture. It said funny story or something like that. It's this. It's like a pink picture with this guy throwing his hands up in the air.
The one you just described.
No, he wasn't. He just left.
He was here for that part.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
It's called situational awareness.
Well, anyways, it's one of those blunt cards. It's funny. It's really funny, actually. And so he didn't say anything. So this morning he sent me back a message that said, no problem or something like that.
But for over an hour.
So for a good hour, when a lot of people were on Facebook, there could have been numerous people that saw that. And I'm not trying to, I thought it was a weird situation. What if something happened and we're this one thing made a whole chain of reaction and for some.
This is what outs him.
This is what outs him. He was actually
I think he started a new a thing to just randomly tagging friends that maybe you don't know, just with random pictures.
People and pictures. Well, see, I knew this guy and I thought it was funny because this is the guy, and so I was.
Is it Mayor?
Yeah, you met Mayor. Right?
Yeah, Mayor.
Yeah, Mayor Patel. He works at David McDavid Honda. Anyways,
your shout out for the day.
I tagged him. Yeah, this is your shout out, Mayor. Right here, buddy. Tagged is inappropriate. Well, look at that. Look at the picture though. Isn't that greatness? Just keep being gay.
I guess if you were gonna come out, that's the way to do it. I don't know.
A good way to come out would probably be to show up to a really nice nightclub in downtown with a limo and jump out and say, "Hey, I'm gay."
I think it all depends on who you're coming out to.
A limo, I think, makes everything better.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I know this guy that has a limo.
Who?
You think? Oh, this guy I know called his name's Bernard. He owns Lavish Limousines over in Fort Worth. You guys into limousines?
I'm into limousines.
Patrick's into limousines. He was having a good time when we went to the LMFAO show in our Lavish Limousine.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your plug.
You totally did, though. If you guys need a limo, call Bernard at 817-293-9700. He will satisfy all of your limousine needs and more.
Also at lavishlimo.com.
It's at lavishlimo.com. Yeah.
So I got a question. What happened that day in the limo with Landon? Like, you guys kept complaining about him, saying that he was late, and then he didn't have what exactly happened?
His tardiness was what happened that day.
That was the worst part of it.
No, that was what really annoyed me about the whole thing. Was because we planned the whole day around the whole pickup was planned around Landon. Like Landon got to pick the time because he was the only one that had something legitimate to do the whole afternoon that had to happen before we went to the show.
Yeah.
And then he picked the time, and I told him to make sure he had cash on him. He didn't have cash. He didn't show up on time.
I think we're being a little bit too specific. I think it's just a general. It was Landon.
It was Landon landing.
It was Landon.
He was landing. He landed us. I got landed. That's what it's called from now on. Just getting landed.
That's crazy. That's just wild. So yeah, tagged is inappropriate. What do you think about that?
I like it.
All right.
I'll allow it.
We'll see. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Joey Caswell sitting on the end down there. He's going to jump into a segment we like to call Craigslist ads.
Well, I found one that really interests me because it sounded. Now, keep in mind, I haven't read the whole thing yet because I'm really that ill prepared. But the beginning of it, and from what I read, sounded really a lot. It sounded like something I could post. Hear it out. Hear me out. It's called "Let's do a lot of sitting around together." I'm not active. I don't like to hike, bike, rollerblade, or run, nor walk around the lake. I'm inactive, and I work very hard at it. There's a lot to see in TV land. There are good movies coming out every week. There are some books worth spending time on. Then there's eating. You can't eat and do anything else. I don't know. You can, I think.
It's hard.
Yeah, I prefer not to do anything while I'm eating either. See, that's why I get this guy. I like this guy. You have to just sit there and eat. I have a desk that keeps me mostly immobile, and when I get home, I like to unwind by sitting even more. Sometimes I like to take my show on the road and sit around outside, especially if there's a beach or a lake or a campfire. And I'm with this guy. I would, if I didn't have to do anything, like when I do things, I consider doing something going to the pool and sitting there as opposed to sitting on my couch and sitting there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like going to somewhere and sitting.
Like going to patios and sitting.
Yeah.
Sitting in front of a microphone. These are things that are fun to me. I like this guy. Sure, there's some
Hey, I also sit.
I know. I have so much in common with this guy. There are those who say that they're
man for man on Craigslist.
But this is a lifestyle after all, and I am committed. Want to sit around with me? F it, I say. Throw in the towel, stop sucking in your gut, and let it go. Admit defeat. Let's go. Let's have some queso dip. Watch some MASH reruns. The way God intended. Let's sit around together. We can play cribbage or something. Order takeout. Take a nap. Microwave some leftovers. Come on, you know you want to. Put fajitas in your subject when you reply so I know you're not retarded.
Put fajita in your subject. Oh, man.
This guy has a lifestyle that I felt like I was the only one. Like I had to fake it. You know, like pretend like I do things all day long.
Well, you have a common denominator. You like to sit.
Yeah, he has a unique aspect on life. Or maybe not a unique aspect, but at least he's the first one to verbalize how much
and I
fun
bet
it is
that
to
one
sit around and
wasn't
do nothing.
flagged. He's not trying to sell anything.
No, he wasn't selling anything. He was asking if anybody wanted to join him in a good sit. When's the last time you just had a good sit?
I'm sitting right now.
I don't know. I had one yesterday.
You had a good sit yesterday?
Good sit for about 2.5 hours. I watched a couple Jurassic Park movies back to back.
Only 2.5 hours?
Oh, 3 hours. So they run about 90 minutes apiece.
Yeah. It's a good show.
I had to rewatch the second one because I fell asleep the night before.
Oh, the second one's a good one.
I know.
I think I finished it. And then, the first one, aren't we going to go see that in the theaters?
I'm leading this in. I'm building to something. Get out of my business here.
Aren't we going to go see?
Yeah, next week at the Movie Tavern, I think it's next week, July 3rd and 5th, they are showing the 1993 classic Jurassic Park in the theaters at 7 o'clock.
Where's that at?
The Movie Tavern of Central Park in Bedford.
Ah.
Yeah, I love that place.
When is that?
That's on July 3rd. That's next Tuesday and Thursday.
Man, I work late both those days.
I have a wedding on Thursday. My sister's due. She's supposed to have a baby any day now. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try.
What if we can't make it to that time? Is there another time they're
Nope,
playing?
it's only showing at 7 o'clock those nights.
Such a dilemma in your life.
I know. I have to stop everything to see
I'm not
Jurassic Park
gonna-
in the theater.
I have to plan my life around sitting somewhere for 2 hours.
I could do. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to use that as my segue into we're going to do movies and TV and stuff.
Yeah, insider's input.
Oh, can I just start calling it Never mind. Yeah, insider's input. This week I got to go to the movies. When I say this week, I mean yesterday on my day off. I went and saw Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Did you see this by yourself?
I did not. I went with a friend of mine, Andrea, flight attendant. She's the only other person I know that doesn't have anything to do in the middle of a day on a Wednesday, on Tuesday. Landon used to, but he got a job, unfortunately, and he could not join me. He called me during the movie instead.
So, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, how was it?
Yes. I read online before I went and saw it, and I was checking out the IMDb's posting because I usually respect its posting, and it gives it about a 6.5. And then I started reading
which is bad because it's out of what, 8?
Yeah, 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, 10.
Well, and that's not bad for that kind of rating. It's just that I kind of thought the movie would do better. But then I started reading the reviews, and the critics just hated it. They thought it was stupid, ridiculous, over the top, all this crazy stuff, and I was like, okay, but while I was reading Rotten Tomatoes, it's given the critics are giving it a 2.5, and the Rotten Tomatoes stars, their user ratings, are giving it a 5, and I'm like, holy crap! I love that split in the demographic there. You know, I want the users to love it and the critics to hate it. So I start reading the reviews from the users, and all of them are praises, except for one solitary nerd that didn't like it because it wasn't like the book.
There's a book.
Apparently, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not that big a nerd that I want to read Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter the book. I will say though that movie brought history to life for me. Had they told me this in elementary school, I would have paid a little more attention to history. Had I known that Abraham Lincoln was that BA. I mean, he was so effing awesome, dude. You would not believe it. He yields this axe like it's Thor with a hammer
In the movie.
in the movie.
Okay.
But I believe this was more or less. I thought it was historically accurate. I mean, they go through the Gettysburg Address at the end of it and all that
Really?
stuff.
That sounds legit.
Yeah,
That probably
it seemed
happened.
pretty
then.
legit. It probably happened.
Was it visually stimulating?
Oh my god, I had like eyegasms out of my eyeballs. It was incredible.
Eyegasms.
I didn't even see it in 3D, and I don't really want to see it in 3D because I don't like it. But man, it was so cool.
Movies in 3D suck.
I even invented a whole new acronym for it. I texted Patrick with it to test it yesterday.
I didn't get the acronym at
It was,
first.
it was TFC.
I thought it was total fucking crap.
Totally fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because that's what that movie is. It was so much fun. I would see it again in the theater, and I recommend you see it while it's in the theater, not wait for it on DVD, because it was really fun to watch in the big screen and everything.
Tight.
Cool. So see it in theater. I like it.
Also in TV, yesterday.
Hold on, I got something for movies.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want.
Hold the presses.
I want.
beat back the truck up.
I want to go over a couple other movies this week that in the ratings.
Okay.
Okay. Sitting at the top of the list right now, brought in this week $66.3 million. Brave.
Of course. And the cartoons are going to dominate right now during the summer because the kids are out. So I bet Brave and Madagascar beat it, right?
Madagascar is only at 19.7, but
I thought Madagascar beat it. I read 16.9 a minute ago.
Okay. Well, they're both at 76% positive
really?
ratings, right? Like you said, Abraham Lincoln got squashed with the ratings, but
It's awesome in spite of that.
16.3 million this week. Another thing, 23% on That's My Boy.
Oh, I heard that
23%.
sucked. Everybody I talked to said it was horrible.
If a lot of people on Facebook are saying do not go see it, then
don't
it
go
must
see
be
it.
that bad.
Yeah, and I heard Andy Samberg couldn't save it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing.
Opening
It's weird.
June
We're talking the same people.
opening June 29th, which is in a couple days. Yesterday it was sitting at 100%. Now it's sitting at 80%. Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Oh no, Holly mentioned that to me. I'm not going to see a movie about a male stripper
Okay, well
again.
Okay, I'm
not falling for that one again.
gonna stir things up a little bit. I talked to Gina about this, and
Yeah.
obviously, I see the previews and not really interested. Obviously, she said that she read a lot of reviews on it from critics, and they say it's more of kind of a Boogie Nights aspect. That it's nothing like any of the previews.
Pass. Channing Tatum is the black ball in that one. The reason I will not see it. Channing
You don't
Tatum.
like that guy, do you?
He has neither one of his names are names. Channing isn't a name, and Tatum's barely one.
It sounds like a body part. Like
Yeah.
your Tate.
Tatum.
So it sounds like you gave like I don't know, something bad. Like if you gave someone a Channing Tatum.
It's like a new STD.
Also coming soon, July 3rd, which is next Tuesday. The Amazing Spider-Man, sitting at 79%.
Yeah, it'll
right
come out for 4th of July. Yeah, midnight on the July 3rd, right?
Yeah,
that'll be fun. I'll see that.
I will too. I like the recreation of it. I think I agree with that. Everybody says it's weird that it's coming out so soon after the original, after that little thing they did with Tobey Maguire. But those, honestly, I really
love
loved them.
Toby in it?
No, it doesn't.
Good.
But listen, hear me out. Everybody talks about how great they were, and I really liked them. But the first one, they looked like Power Rangers. Right? When they fight, it looks ridiculous. Then they kind of fixed it for the second one, which was cool. But then the third one's awful.
Yeah.
So it's not that far. It doesn't seem that bad to me to remake it. Like they were working out some of the kinks, what worked and what didn't work in Spider-Man, and this will be an interesting retelling.
Now, Spider-Man is Marvel, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Was he? I'm not a huge comic nerd. Jimmy, you may know this. I don't know if you're a comic nerd.
He's calling him a
shaking
nerd.
his head.
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
No, I'm every other type of nerd. I don't really do comics or anything.
Okay, Joey, did Spider-Man have anything to do with the Avengers?
No.
I remember
He
seeing
exists in the same world with. He exists in the same. Like I don't know. I don't really remember now. It's been tens of 15s of years since I've read any of that stuff. But I remember seeing a crossover with X-Men. There was another crossover, I think, with
Batman?
the Incredible Hulk.
Batman's DC.
Batman's DC. They can't do that.
My question is
this
this movie's coming at a superb time because I know there's going to be an Avengers 2.
Oh, that'll be in probably a year, 2 years, maybe a year.
Right, but do you think
Yeah, 2 years.
Spider-Man may no?
I don't think so, but I don't know enough to say for sure it did never happen.
I recall seeing a cover of a comic that said the Avengers and Spider-Man was on it.
Because I remember that there was a crossover with the Hulk and Spider-Man.
Okay.
I think there was, and now viewers don't hold me to that because I don't really remember, but I think there was a crossover with the Hulk and Spider-Man at one point.
But
that could happen.
I think though at one point the writers, when they had like writer's block, they just basically crossed over a bunch of things they already had. I mean,
yeah.
And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen comic books.
Hang on, I'm getting a text. I think it might be one of my nerd friends texting me and correcting me.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw a comic book with mixes of Spider-Man and a bunch of other people. So,
yeah. Well, I have one more thing before we jump on the TV. I know that you guys are really excited that July 5th, Katy Perry's Part of Me comes out.
Whoop, whoop. No. Yeah. You know what? I went to the movies the other day or last week or something, and I think I ended up having to watch that whole damn preview twice in a row. Some kind of glitch. It pissed me off.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing.
Perry.
Katy Perry's supposed to be like an icon for little girls or something, or she seems to be to me. I don't know.
not.
I don't know.
But then she showed up naked for that awards thing. She
Good
was
for
a butterfly.
her.
She got the award for world's sparkliest crotch, I think.
I wouldn't kick her out.
Good for her.
One more thing before we move on. Sorry, I just saw this.
Keep saying that.
Keep saying that.
Sorry, this is the last, I promise. June 29th, Ted opens up.
I do want to see that.
Awesomely
It's good.
outrageous.
71%.
Yeah, did it release overseas or just the critics have seen it?
Probably just the critics.
Okay.
I don't know if it's released overseas.
I think this will be a huge hit. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. Everybody loves Family Guy, American Dad, and to some degree Cleveland Show, and everybody's going to see Seth
And
MacFarlane.
Mark.
Seth
Yeah.
MacFarlane. I mean, he's just
And Mila Kunis. How do you say her name?
Mila. I think Mila.
Mhm.
You know her? She call you at home?
Yeah, well, that's how I have it written down in my contacts, so I'm just guessing.
You guys eat lunch often?
Yeah, well, if she's not in one of her bitchy moods,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
oftentimes she is.
Yeah.
I heard that about her.
Yeah.
I didn't really hear that. I don't know anybody that knows her at that level.
Well,
May have heard it from me.
I just heard that.
All right, let's go into some TV real quick.
TV, summer's always a little slow. I'm watching my Hell's Kitchen, and that's all going well. But I found a new show yesterday when I was surfing around online. Have you guys heard about this show from HBO called The Newsroom?
Yes, but only because you told me about it like 30 minutes ago.
Yes, thank you, Austin. Well, it's got Jeff Daniels, Sam Waterston, a bunch of other people I don't really remember. But it takes place behind the inside of a newsroom, basically. And I think the episode I saw took place in 2010, right when the oil rig blew up outside of Louisiana.
Yeah.
And they're covering the news as it breaks, but it's old news. Like you couldn't take a fictional news show and make it current or accurate. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they've made it take place 3 years ago, so they already know the stories that are going to come out. I don't know. The idea behind it to me seems awesome, and Jeff Daniels is really cool in it. I don't know. I only saw the pilot episode. I liked it. It was, intriguing. It's not super actiony or anything like
Pilot
that.
episodes don't hardly ever get me either. I mean,
No, they
be
usually
really
do.
good. Like,
If I can't get hooked on the pilot, I'm not watching it at all.
really,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of shows I had to get past the pilot in order to get into it.
If I'm gonna do that, I have to come back to it. And if I have to come back to it, I've got pretty low stuff.
Like the pilot for that dog movie, Wilford or whatever.
Wilford.
Yeah, that was just.
Well,
very
you're
hit
right.
and miss, like-
Occasionally, you do get a pilot that's not like that doesn't just nail it or something like that, but for some reason,
even
sticks.
Workaholics, the first one, I was
Yeah.
like, "What am I watching?"
Have you ever watched the old episodes of Tosh.0, like the first ones?
Mm-mm.
They're really weird now compared to the way he has it structured now. It's just really strange, and they're not as like
It's
well put
developed.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's one of those things you do. But HBO and Showtime, those channels that have the money to put behind them, behind their shows that they do, they usually don't fumble around on that pilot episode.
Sweet.
I enjoyed that a lot. But it comes on Sunday nights at 10
Cool.
for the rest of the summer. HBO. And then let's think. We got a couple of you guys are following the countdown. Breaking Bad starts July 15th. Everybody, come on, get caught up.
A lot of people are raving.
Best show
ever. Yeah, there's quite a buzz about it.
Oh,
Hey, what are we doing for the 4th? Since it's a Wednesday.
I'm working.
I mean,
can't be here for the show.
Jimmy,
just so
I
you
take
know.
it that there will not be a show next week, correct?
I don't know. I guess it's up to you guys.
I can't.
No, I don't work on holidays. It's against
Yeah.
my religion.
Oh man, that means I'm gonna have to work.
That sauce is weak.
Yeah,
It's weak sauce.
man.
I know. I already have to work. I'm busy all next week. I got a wedding, and I got my sister having a baby at some point.
Just
and
be
I gotta
thankful you guys have
work.
jobs.
I know you're
I've got a good job.
unemployed. Do you even get unemployment as a DJ? Is there any way to?
No.
I want the
I should
government to
try.
pay me because no one wants to listen to my music. I need food stamps.
That's the best unemployment I've ever heard of.
All right, let's take a quick break and we'll come back to finish it out.
All right.
In the fourth segment, we'll do a little late night insight, plugs and shout outs, and we'll talk about the Big Dave and Close Show going to be coming back tonight.
All right.
Damn time.
We will take a break. This is the YNR Radio Show, broadcasting at thebarlive.com. I'm Patrick.
I'm Austin.
I'm Joey.
Stay close. All right, folks, we're back. It is the YNR Radio Show. Back for the fourth segment to close it out. Again, if you want to email us, it's ynrradio@gmail.com. You can call us on the air at 214-736-3569. Check out our Facebook at facebook.com/YNR Radio. We want to know who's listening to the show, so if you guys out there are listening to us, contact us, comment, like our Facebook page if you haven't already, and you can find me, Austin, and Joey on there, too, if you want to be friends with us on our personal page.
Be my friend. I need that.
We're going to do the late night insight here from the Dallas Observer concert calendar. I know Austin, he doesn't like the concert calendar, so he's trying to find something else, and I wish him good luck in his endeavors.
Too good for the concert calendar?
You may try the Fort Worth, there you go, DFW.com. You're getting closer. Getting closer.
Ooh, who can do this?
Yeah. Anyway, tonight it is Wednesday, the 27th here of June in the 2012, and tonight at the Verizon Theater, the 80s band the Scorpions.
Sweet. Did they have any hits?
Rock You Like a Hurricane.
All right.
And they had a couple other songs.
Was it? Did they have a couple other ones? Or is everyone just paying $30 to hear Rock You Like a Hurricane?
They're paying $30 to hear Rock You Like a Hurricane.
I would.
Yeah.
What is it, June? Okay.
Tonight at Lola's Saloon in Fort Worth, Scott Copeland is back. He's doing his thing there. Let's see what else we got. Reno's Chop Shop, DJ Joe Virus. We need some music underneath this. This is boring.
Yeah, no
some
kidding.
music.
I never understood why there's no music in the music section. Never made sense to me. Play it during everything else.
Does that feel better?
A little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
You allow it?
I'll allow it.
Tonight at Capitol Bar in Fort Worth, Daryl Dodd.
Did you guys go out there the other night?
We did.
Yeah.
Place is awesome.
Actually, I had a lot of fun.
Was anybody playing there? Or
yeah.
was it just
Bender?
really?
Yeah, the band Bender. They're good.
I passed on that one.
It was fun.
Hmm.
Should have come out. Just come out, Joey.
Hmm.
Just come out.
Could tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me.
Big Mike Richardson at the Flying Saucer tonight. Quaker City Nighthawks at the Keys Lounge. What are you guys laughing about?
Nothing.
Inside jokes.
Yeah.
You mostly.
DJ Snow White at the Slip-In and Joey Green at the Wild Rooster Bar.
Whiskey Dick's playing again at Broncos.
Johnny Case at Sardines.
Every week. Gosh.
Now until forever, Johnny Case will be at the Sardines for free.
Did you cave, Austin? You caved, didn't you?
For now.
Okay.
He gave up his search.
Well, because I didn't like...
You quit. You just quit.
I want to join in.
I would have respected
Let's
you.
go to
but you
Thursday.
quit.
I have it here, but it goes till the 21st. I'm like, does he have nothing between now and July 7th?
Tomorrow night at the House of Blues.
The House of Blues.
Thunder from Down Under.
I don't even know who that is. Do I?
I don't
I mean,
know.
Do they have a hit? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know who they are. I just thought it was a
okay.
funny name.
It is a cool name. Thunder from Down Under.
The Elders are playing at the Levitt Pavilion.
Levitt Pavilion has got a lot of good shows. Last week, Eddie Money played. It's the only show they've ever charged for.
I like the Aardvark. Marshall Young Band's playing there.
Whoa, look at the Stereophiliacs. What a cool name.
Velvet Love Box at Broncos Sports Bar out there in the Mid-Cities area.
The Skeevies are playing at Lola Saloon.
Is that tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we on tomorrow? You still
What
on
day
this
are
I'm
we
on
on?
Thursday.
I'm on Thursday.
I'm back on
Come on,
Friday.
Austin. Get on Thursday.
Oh, I'm on Thursday. Right?
Thursday.
Yeah, it's just Thursday. Gee, why are you trying to call me out like that? This is I'm on Thursday. DJ Sober? Never heard of him.
Foxtrot, I think that FU is playing at the Woodshed Smokehouse. I think that's a cool name.
The Elderwise Band is playing at Elderwise. Can you promote your own band, I guess?
My dad wanted me to make sure I plugged his band.
Your dad's in a band?
Yeah,
Really?
a jazz band. July 3rd, it's the South Lake, what is it, community band. We'll be playing at the South Lake Town Center on July 3rd. There's going to be fireworks and stuff, so get there early because parking's going to be a biatch, from what I understand.
South Lake. You got to fight that 114 traffic. Get there
Brutal.
early.
Yeah, get there real early for fireworks, and there's probably going to be food and stuff, I hope. Maybe.
Hey, are we going to the lake on Sunday?
Everybody on Facebook thinks we're going to the lake.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have neither confirmed nor denied that rumor.
Also tomorrow night at the Panther Island Pavilion. No Justice.
Wait,
No
so are we on
Justice.
Thursday still?
Not Thursday. Thursday for now. I'm almost done with Thursday.
I'm moving on to Friday.
Moving on.
Yeah. Well, I figured I'm going to get ahead of you.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving on to Friday. Let's just move on.
Friday night at the Verizon Theater. Jimmy, I know you like this one. New Edition. Jimmy has no idea.
It looks like a dog when it's like doesn't know what you're saying. It's like,
New Edition.
Who is this?
You have no idea who New Edition is?
No.
You probably heard some of their tunes back in the early 90s. Trying to think of what some of their hits were.
Holy crap. Tito Puente Jr. in Fort Worth.
look at
You guys don't know who Tito Puente is?
No, but I love this
Aw.
band name. It's at playing at Tomcats West. It's Johnny Pecker. That just seems funny.
Penis jokes. I'm trying to talk about a real
You don't.
person.
Okay, does any of these songs come to mind? Cool It Now,
How much
Mr. Telephone Man, Candy Girl.
Mr.
Why don't you just
Telephone
play
Man.
why don't you play like a small clip of it so we know what you're talking about?
Okay,
'Cause
let's go over here and play this.
I know that.
all right, now kill it before YouTube stops us.
I believe Bobby Brown was the original member of New Edition there.
Okay. Well, I don't know who that is. Are they good?
Mhm.
That sounded like old.
They were
like-
good when they were kids.
and they're still playing.
I guess so.
Midnight River Choir playing at the Aardvark.
Is that place staying open? I heard it was closing.
The Aardvark?
Yeah.
I heard that they were shutting down, and then I was retold that they will never shut down.
Thank
so-
God. I like that place.
There's,
It's in a really cool location.
What day are we on? Friday?
yeah.
Yeah.
Poor David's Pub. They got Ramblin' Jack Elliott. I don't know. It's a $27 concert. It must be. I don't even know who that is.
Who is it?
Ramblin' Jack Elliott.
Are we on Saturday?
Or
I
on
have no
Friday.
idea.
Fuck. Oh wait. Shit. Sorry.
Also, Friday night at Billy Bob's Texas Kyle Park, and at the Levitt Pavilion, the Burning Hotels. You know who the Burning Hotels are, Jimmy?
No.
Okay.
I'm starting
should
to see
be-
it.
That should be a thing. You know who that is, Jimmy? Nah, I didn't think so.
No. No.
Nah, you wouldn't, would you? Moving on.
Mhm.
Slobberbone at Dan's Silverleaf. Never heard of that before. That's a funny name.
Ooh, the G Spot's playing the Glorious.
Oh.
Mm.
I could get into that. The G spot.
G Spot.
I get into
Glorious.
that.
Because it's the G Spot.
And Gloria is a lady's name. Get it?
And it's a G Spot.
You get it.
I get it.
This guy gets it. Jimmy doesn't get it.
Jimmy doesn't get it. Patrick,
What?
I don't know.
Not even listening.
No.
I'm going to Saturday. I'm going to
Oh,
Saturday.
Already on Saturday. What
Oh.
day are you on?
Well, we're on Friday.
Oh, Saturday night at the Billy Bob's of Texas, Merle Haggard.
Merle Haggard.
Merle Haggard.
All right.
You know who that is, Jimmy?
I do not.
Okay.
Hey, there's a dub session at Trees.
Do you know
Oh,
who
I
that
know
is?
everybody there.
Seriously, I'm really into dubstep lately. This shit's fun. It's just music. It's not like all these people crap talking and just like whining about relationships.
You get tired of all the language, the
Like,
bad language
it's
from the
not
rappers.
Nicki Minaj, like, and I don't know. It's just music, you know. It's just I don't know. I like it. Drive home, listen to it.
I don't know. I don't think my grandparents would consider dubstep music.
It's toilet music.
Thum, 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 thum. It's just like bass noises.
But it's good bass
Toilet
noises.
music. Just toilet music.
Sons of
Saturday, me and my monkey at the Wild Rooster Bar.
And who's
You know-
playing there?
Do you know who me and my monkey is? Have you guys?
I actually have heard of that. Who's that?
They're a Beatles cover band, and they do Fab Four Beatles, but they're really good and they're spot on.
Really?
They take pride in the fact that they, I mean, everything from instrumentation to everything.
At the Wild Rooster Bar?
Wild Rooster Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to Sunday.
I'm already on Sunday.
What about Vanilla Face Jones? You didn't mention him. We always talk about Vanilla Face Jones.
Vanilla Face Jones, usually at what, Lola's?
No,
Yeah.
he's at Wood something. I just passed it. Shit.
He's at somewhere. I don't know.
He's
Look
at
him up, guys.
Woodshed Smokehouse.
You know what? I thought someone was on here. I thought Live 80 was playing at Capitol Bar because that's what this Dallas Observer said. When we got there, it was Bender. So I don't
That's
know.
true. Yeah,
That was weird.
good observation.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
There's not a lot of shows going on
I
Yeah,
know.
on
What a
Sunday.
boring
Sunday.
weekend.
Let's take Monday. DJ Clint Phillips at the Double Wide.
Boxcar Bandits at Dan's Silverleaf. That's
Michael
Monday
Coat,
night.
Trail Dust Steakhouse. Come on. Hey, Absinthe Loud, DJ Hoolan. I don't know who that is, but I really still want to go there sometime.
You just
Yeah,
not a lot of stuff going on the Monday.
The crop dusters are at the White Elephant.
Hey, you know who's playing at Sardines?
Who? I hear this guy Johnny Case really rocks the house.
Yeah, how'd you know?
I heard that. Just a rumor I heard.
DJ Nacho music. Nobody
Whoa,
tells
hey,
DJ
you know
Nacho
what? July
to
3rd is the Vans Warped Tour. I didn't even know that was coming up. I usually go to that. That's the Jexa Energy Pavilion.
So you're saying you've already gone to Tuesday?
I'm on Tuesday.
Yeah,
yes.
Monday was boring.
Yeah, I flipped through Monday pretty quick.
Yeah, we got the Vans Warped Tour at the Jexa Energy.
That's actually really fun.
I don't know. They make it on the hottest possible day of summer, which I get because it's summer and
They
you
want the
can't
most amount of people to come.
you can't have a rainy day or anything. But damn, it's hot out there, and it's a bunch of underage punks running around out there. Yeah, I don't know. I did it when I was younger. I don't think I can do it anymore.
Damn teenagers.
Damn
Captain
teenagers
Carl's playing at Gator Croc and Rock.
whacking off in my shit again.
Pat Green's at Lone Star Park. I wonder if that's for the horse race thing.
Yeah.
They usually have bands play afterwards.
Not a very active week this week in the late night of Insight.
I hope you guys didn't want to go see any bands because there's not any.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's move on to our plugs and shout-outs for this week.
You know, I was thinking about something the other day. I was driving to work, and I saw this car broke down on the side of the road, and I was looking at it. I was like, what kind of car is that? And I was like, oh, it's a Nissan. You know, I bet if that was a Honda, they wouldn't have broke down.
I bet not.
You know, if speaking of which, if you guys want a Honda, come see me at David McDavid Honda. I have a big hail sale going on right now. We're selling cars. I think I have a Accords, a $23,000 Accord selling for $15,900.
Nuh-uh.
So, yeah, I'm serious.
Get the hell out of here.
Plus
15.9?
0.9% financing for 5 years.
5 years?
That means you're gonna spend $500 to borrow $20,000.
They're freaking giving them away.
Yeah, they're giving them away.
Ridiculous. How do you guys stay in business?
I don't know. but you know, we're having a big sale. Come see us. The last day of the month is on Saturday. Come help me out. I'm hitting this big contest, and if I get these cars sold, then you're gonna help me win a lot of money, and I can buy stuff for the radio show. So please come buy a car from me, David McDavid Honda.
The same thing applies to me. Being that Saturday's the last day of the month, they're gonna give sofas away. Mine right now is a piece of garbage. You sit on one corner, and the other corner pops up. And I'm sure I'm not the only person in the world that feels this way. I work at Ashley Furniture, and we're gonna have a giant sale on Saturday. So come see me in Arlington at Ashley.
Very good.
You guys have any shout-outs for this week?
You know what? I got a shout-out. I did have a shout-out. I just forgot it. I just had a brain fart.
Damn. That was
awful. I got a shout-out. We got 50 new likes. Or not 50 new, but we got up to 150 likes this week on Facebook.
Did we pass that barrier?
We passed the 150 mark. Or we're right at the 150 mark, but let's see if I can get to it. We're 150. The last couple people that liked our show, I got to give a shout out to Stevie Webb. She works with me, Dave McDavid. Thanks for liking the show, Stevie. I don't know who's Amanda Kirby Portugal. Who knows her? Anybody know her?
I don't know.
If not, thanks for liking the show, Amanda.
Strangers.
Somebody we don't know. That's that second tier level.
Are you kidding me?
That's viral.
Wow.
And my buddy Wes Scrogan. You guys know Wes, right?
Yeah.
He's a comedian here. Yeah. He's a cool guy. He liked the show. So I give a shout out to you guys. Appreciate you. Help keeping on.
We love all of our fans.
We do this for the fans.
One thing I want to talk about before we go off. Coming up at 8 o'clock tonight, the return of the Big Dave and Close show.
Oh my God! I heard they weren't coming back. They're coming back.
They're coming back.
Holy crap!
You know, for the long time, I thought Chloe was a black guy. I never met him, and I just heard Big Dave and Chloe, and I just figured that'd bring a lot of flavor and a lot of different.
Did Chloe sound like a black guy to you?
First time, I just had that in my mind as a black. I don't know why. Maybe because the pictures were black and white, and I never got a good look at
It's
them.
like when you hear the name Tobias.
Yeah. I think I've never nudes. But anyway, so apparently the guy's he's white, and so I've never met him. But either way, I bet it'll still be a good show.
Close from the Russ Martin show on the 97.1 The Eagle.
I never hardly listen to that. And if I did, I can't tell if he's black or white. I mean, I don't know. Anyway,
Big Dave and Close show. Starting fresh, and I believe Lane and Mel will be here too. They'll be on the show. They'll start off at 8 o'clock tonight right here on thebarlive.com, so make sure you tune in. I don't really have anything to make fun of them this week because they haven't had a show in a couple of weeks.
That's the point.
What was that whole thing about handcuffs she was talking about on
They have a new sponsor, adamandeve.com. It's a store for the adults.
For an adult store.
Oriented stuff.
I was really busy at work on Saturday, and I saw something pop up about putting me in handcuffs or trying out some new toys.
Something about making fun of her. Yeah.
She said she wanted to tell us that we should tell our listeners that they're sponsored by adamandeve.com. So go check out adamandeve.com. And she does a little segment on their show that's around the adult-oriented adamandeve.com
We should sit in for that sometime.
Stuff like that.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well,
I can hear myself somewhere.
all right, guys, it's time to close it out. Thanks for tuning in with us. We will be back next week for you every Wednesday from 4 to 6 right here on thebarlive.com. Anything else, guys?
I love you guys.
All right, I'm Patrick.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Joey.
I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
The YNR Radio Show is sponsored by David McDavid Honda in Irving, Ashley Furniture in Arlington, Lavish Limousines in Fort Worth, and the Sunbrew Bikini Team. Check out the YNR Radio Show online at thebarlive.com, facebook.com/YNR Radio, ynrradio.tumblr.com, or email them at ynrradio@gmail.com.